The hood, roof, well, the top part of the vehicle, we already have videos, with the clear coat failing, and we stopped it for the time being with the Poppy's Patina wipe-on clear coat. For how long, I don't know, but it stopped in its tracks. So we need to polish the sides, get them shiny, and just make this thing look, go from an eyesore to something a little bit more respectable. That's all I'm asking for. And it's not worth putting any time into a multi-step correction or wet sanding or spot correction or anything. We just want to get around this really, really fast and remove some of the swirls that you see here with the swirl finder, some of the oxidation, some of the staining. Just brighten up the paint, exfoliate it, enhance it. The glossier it gets, the more you would take it detracts from some of the minor boo-boos that are on the surface of the paint here. And that is our goal today. It was requested to keep using different all-in-one polishes. So today I grabbed the Sonax OS 0206, which is a one-step polish with carnauba, polymer sealants, and you could use it with the rotary polisher or dual-action orbital polisher, and it gives you some details as to what to expect with the polish on the back here. With the masking tape there, I'll do half of the fender so we can see a sharp, crisp 50/50. I'm going to be using the Airfiber 50/50 pad on a battery-operated dual-action polisher. Shake up the formula vigorously. 3 or 4 marble-sized dots on the pad, spread it out, and I'm just going to do a crisscross pattern, no more than that. Not looking back, just moving on and keeping the job short and sweet. Lots of contours and shapes on this fender, so we're moving the polisher around and tilting it where we can so we can get that pad in all of the valleys and peaks and get everything polished and looking uniform. A crisscross pattern is enough to do the correction, yet not completely break down the protection that is within the formula. I like these short nap towels that I'm showing you here to wipe off this type of all-in-one. I don't like the long, soft nap towels. I like the shorter ones, just personal preference. So let me wipe off the residue, remove the tape, and I'll bring you in close to see if there is, are we making a difference at all? We'll see. Well, let me know down in the comment section if you can see a difference. I mean, I can obviously, standing right in front of it, see. I don't know what's coming through in the camera, but it's a pretty big difference. Removing the oxidation, a lot of the swirls, perfect? No, we're not going after perfection. We're not going to even attempt to chase after perfection, but it is making a huge difference with very little time and effort, actually. Now, anxious to see the rest of the side, this driver's side of this red. I want to see it pop, so let me continue on. The speed of the polisher between the third and fourth speed setting, pressure, just the weight of the polisher, maybe a little bit of pressure down with my thumb, and correction speed with the arm movement. And this fender now looks dripping wet. Very impressed with that so far. Now, with an all-in-one, you do have to clean off your pad at least after each panel because those fibers will get matted. Foam pads will get clogged up. All-in-ones tend to do that, and you just need to clean them off however you want to do that with forced air or your pad washer. Now, here's a quick tip. Before I move on from one panel to another, by hand, I'm going to apply the product and spread it out evenly. Don't worry, the abrasives won't do any cutting or any scratching on the work you just did. But this is laying down some fresh protectant that is not going to be broken down and worked out with the polisher. I'll let it haze over slightly. I'll wipe it off. By the way, no dusting with this formula. It wipes off really easy. And even after I lay it down here and give it a nice thick coat for the second layer, wipes off really easy and is a pleasure to work with. Before we move on, the fender protected, the door not, I want to show that and show you that there's definitely protection being laid down as you continue on with the correction. That protection makes it easy to dry with forced air. The water has nothing to cling on to. Very happy so far. Let's continue on. For some reason, the camera is struggling to focus in here, but I do like to stop every once in a while and see the difference that we're making. It doesn't take long, and we're back through the driver's side. We're going to spin around the back and then head up through in the passenger side. It shouldn't take any longer than an hour and a half. You don't want to spend any more time on something like this. Again, something with this type of mileage and who the potential client or new owner would be and how it's going to be cleaned and maintained, you don't want to go any further. You want to leave a ton of clear coat behind for some more possible abuse. Didn't take long at all for this side to be done, and I think it looks I think it looks great. Dripping wet, nice gloss reflection, takes away from the remaining damage that's left. I do want to do a little bit of touch up, but that's going to be about it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Again, today we used the Sonax Profiline OS0206, which is a enhancement or one-step polish with wax and carnauba and also polymer sealants. The shop manager is ready to go, so we're going to pack it up for the day. If you have any questions, I'll put a link down below if you want to look into the Sonax. Catch you in the next video.